Mortal, the Great Eye requires one last task before your contract expires. Along with everything else.
Another task. Another danger to deal with. It never ends, does it, Proxy? Go on. Talk to Scroot and see what else the one who knows requires of us. What happened is that we defeated Ithelia and Torvesard, exiled the Prince of Paths to a remote reality, and kept Apocrypha from being transformed into a new Miramor. Or did you have a more specific question? Hermaeus Mora found a distant reality where neither Magicka nor Daedric power can exist. Ithelia showed him the path, and he opened a portal. And thanks to you, that portal and path were destroyed. She poses no danger there, and cannot return here. Ithelia provided me with wisdom, to see for a moment as she sees. I could not make sense of everything, but the possibilities of the many paths stretched before me. Curate Gadain, he still exists somewhere, I think. Perhaps not, I am unsure. But nothing can be done while the fabric of reality remains tattered and torn. Talk to Scroot, and let us see what comes next.
Ithelia exiled, Torvesard defeated, but the danger to existence persists. The tears in the fabric of reality. We need to repair them. How? I suggested a needle and thread, but my master has a different solution. So he sent me to find you. Again. Now, much of this is beyond me. But the Great Eye said you need to take the 3 relics that were used to defeat Ithelia and place them near tears and nexus points in the fabric of reality. That should restore the frayed threads of fate. Well, no. You also need to cast a spell to release each relic's energy and send it flowing into the fabric of reality. Here's the spell scroll. And you'll need help. So I'll send one of us to each location to assist you. My tasks never end. Ugh. I'll mark your map. The locations where you need to place the relics are in Westweald, the Telvanni Peninsula, and Apocrypha. Look for one of your allies when you get to each spot. And make sure to bring the scroll and relics. Mortals. I think it must be your pitifully finite existences that make you so impatient. The threads of fate weave through the fabric of reality in complex and very specific patterns. To repair the tears, you must match that inestimable precision. The reasons are unfathomable to the limitations of your mortal mind. But I'll try to explain. Through the machinations of Torvesard and Vargas, and the presence of Ithelia, the tears at these specific locations resonate throughout the realms. Exactly! Remember, the relics were created specifically to thwart Ithelia's power. The energy they contain, once released by the casting of the spell, should restore the fabric of reality, keeping it from unraveling and repairing it. In theory.
One moment, Proxy. The plan Scroot has brought us sounds tenuous, but we must put our faith in the one who knows. Even with Ithelia gone, the tears ripped in the fabric of reality shall continue to spread, like pulling on a loose thread until your tunic unravels. The tears occurred unnaturally, so it is unlikely they will heal without help. If the plan provided by Hermaeus Mora works and the fabric of reality is repaired, then I can use the wisdom Ithelia gave me to try to set one last thing to rights. Yes, she allowed me to briefly experience the possibilities of the many paths. Gdain still exists somewhere, I think. If there is a chance. Hope is not something I usually put stock in. But Gdain believed in faith. How could I do less? That does not make the threat or the danger it presents any less real. Apocrypha and the Mundus both are built to top endless metaphors. Now, we have a plan to carry out, I believe. Of course, but perhaps not how you expect. I shall work from here to help stitch the threads of fate back together as you place the relics and cast the spell. Here, take the relics. You will need them for the task ahead. The relics, Mora's spell, and my magic together shall help you repair reality, Proxy.
Scroot, Tribune Alea and I will meet you at the sites, friend.
I'll meet you in Apocrypha, mortal. I much prefer my master's realm to any of the frail, insignificant locations in this pitiful plane of existence.
While you and our allies place the relics in the prescribed locations, I shall perform a ritual to help strengthen and enhance the spell provided by the one who knows. I shall also think more about what Ithelia showed me before she departed.
Since I have some familiarity with the area, I'll meet you in the Telvanni Peninsula.
I've decided to assist you here in Westweald. I'll meet you at the location Scroot marked on your map. Here, comrade. This is the spot Scroot indicated. I stand ready to assist you, comrade. I stand ready to assist you, comrade. We must place the lamp near a reality tear before you cast the spell. There should be one inside this cavern. I'll never get used to those tears in the air. Place the Lamp of Clarity beneath it. Now use the spell scroll Scroot provided to release the lamp's energy. Look! The tear! It's closing! I think it worked, comrade! Well done! I'll return to Baragon's townhouse. Good luck at the other locations, comrade.
Come, little ones. Whisper to me the secret.
Here, friend. This is the cave Scroot indicated. Scroot explained that we need to find a reality tear inside this cave. That's where you need to set Abolisher and use the spell scroll. I'm here to help in any way I can. A reality tear. I hate those things. Place Abolisher near it. Now use Scroot's spell scroll. I think that did it. I much prefer the space above me to be hole-free. Go finish the task, and I'll see you back in Skingrad. I think we did what was needed here, friend. Finish placing the remaining relics. I'll see you back in Skingrad when you're done.
I'm with you.
Yeah!
You gonna share? Just kidding, I wouldn't either.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Come, mortal. Let's finish this so I can get back to my usual boring routine. The Nexus Point lies inside this cave, as does the reality tear. Come on. The sooner we get this done, the sooner I can stop worrying about the end of everything. Place the skein of secrets near the reality tear. Now, use the spell scroll to release the relic's energy. It actually worked. That's the last of the relics. I can feel reality healing, and it feels glorious. Let's return to Baragon's and check in with Laramil. What a strange feeling. I'm not sure what to call it, but I'm definitely not sad that the Great Eye's plan actually worked. Not that I ever doubted it. Anyway, the fabric of reality should totally restore itself now. Let's return to Baragon's.
Here.
Comrade, Baragon waits for you upstairs on the balcony. Go talk to him. Go on, comrade. You'll find Baragon on the balcony off the upper level. He told me to send you up there the moment you returned.
The hero of the moment. Come speak with me when you can, friend.
I'll be honest. I'm not entirely sure if I should even be here. But I wanted to show my support for everything you did for Marina. And me. And apparently all of Westweald. We're a long way from such, eh? I think so? Maybe? I don't really know. Frankly, it's a big decision, and the cure is hard to come by. But if I can keep my bloodlust in check, I'll help Marina get Such back on its feet, reopen the tavern. After that, well, we'll just have to see.
Look at you, the hero of Westweald. I had no idea I was asking a genuine hero for help back in Such. This food, though, it has no taste. Colovians have no sense of flavor and spices. Makes me long for the cook fires of Alakir. Slowly, some of Belandris's vampires are still around, and a lot of the townsfolk who escaped the bloodsuckers haven't come back yet. Maybe they never will. But I'm helping Tham get the tavern operating, and I'm showing him how to control his urges. He may not have any choice. It's not like the cure is easy to come by. I got lucky. Anyway, I'll do whatever I can to help Tham. Even take care of things if he winds up losing control. I pray it never comes to that, but he understands my position.
When I heard about this party, I decided to make my way to the city and offer my regards too. Nice to see all the folks you helped here. I guess helping my little inn was only one step in what sounds like an epic adventure. Well, business is still a little rocky, but my new drinks are starting to get noticed. I'm even working on one to commemorate this moment, named for you, of course. The Helping Hand? The Mysterious Wanderer? If you have a suggestion, let me know.
Tribune Alea ordered me to attend your party. Messenger, party-goer, it's degrading. Well, now that we're done with your heroics, maybe I can get back to being a soldier again. Wouldn't that be nice? We are sure we won, right?
Deputy! Good to see you. I'm surprised you didn't ask for a larger salary, considering what I now know of your reputation. I'm glad to see you were able to help all of Westweald, not just solve my problems in Ontis. I haven't settled one way or another, but there's still a lot I need to do. So I'll remain constable for a little while longer. Whatever I decide, Ontis will be better off without the Baron and Lady Raxley putting elixirs in the food supply.
Look at you,
I hope you don't mind, but we crashed your party. A friendly legionary mentioned it to me and offered to help get Narcissus here. Said his name was Capio, I think. Nice fellow. He really liked my hair. As you can see, poor Narcissus is still petrified. Maybe? I wonder if anyone here can restore poor Narcissus. He always dreamed of a statue, but I don't think this is what he had in mind. If not, I'm sure there's something in his notes. It's not the first time he's gotten into trouble, you know. Oh, I know. But you know Narcissus. If there's a button to push or a lever to pull, he can't help himself. That's what makes him such a good treasure hunter. He's inspiring, though, isn't he? Aside from all the trouble he usually finds himself in.
Hello, Walker. One needs not be as perceptive as Mystic Thunderboots to see all the good you have done for Westweald. But this one is curious about the recollection. The group's origins sound like a mystery Mystic should pursue next. Mystic hopes so. This one intends to stay in Westweald for a while longer. There are many here that could benefit from Mystic's deductive skills. Of course, this one must make do without your assistance, sadly. Hopefully our paths will cross again.
Nice party. I didn't know you were so famous. I was hoping to find a compassionate yet influential patron here to fund my research, but no luck so far. Don't worry, I won't try to wrangle funds from you. I'm much too indebted to you for that. Both tribes have shamans again, and they're letting me enter their camps to observe their crafting habits. I may have enough evidence to support my theories now. After this, I think I might branch into other groups. Reeklings, maybe. Who knows? I'm still thinking it over, but what happened at Gray's Hollow helped me understand the threat that ignorance and misinformation poses to all of Tamriel's creatures. If even a little scientific study can help us understand others, I should do it.
I offered Baragon the use of my more spacious accommodations for the celebration, but he felt more comfortable hosting it himself. I suppose he prefers this quaint setting to a ballroom. No matter. Ithelia is thwarted, and Westweald is safe. I believe we respect each other. We've reached an understanding, and continue to refine the details of a treaty granting Vashabar land rights and trade agreements with Skingrad and the rest of Westweald. Public opinion could be our worst problem. It may take time for common folk to understand that not all wood elves are recollection, and that Vashabar had no idea Nantharian was responsible for the new forest. Opening trade and helping heal the devastation will go a long way in that regard.
The rot has been culled from Vashabar thanks to you. I only hope that Nantharian's mad plan was due to the influence of this forgotten Daedric prince, Ithelia, and not the philosophy of the Dawnway. Vashabar has enough problems remaining as it is. Far better than I anticipated. I think in no small part thanks to you, Baragon, and Tribune Alea. The Count is a fair, if tough, negotiator, but he understands that Nantharian and the Recollection are not Vashabar. Which is why I have promised our green speakers will help heal the area of devastation. As for the new forest, those roots cannot be returned to their seeds. Vashabar will be a good neighbor, though. On that, you have my word.
Ah, my friend! I've been hearing about your exploits beyond what we did at Valente Vineyards. You banished a forgotten Daedric prince. How fascinating. The Arcanist also mentioned something about preserving reality, but I assume that was hyperbole. Oh, I certainly hope so. I must return to Castle Ravenwatch and report on the events at the Valente Vineyards. But before I do, I want to help Ithelia get everything sorted. I owe her that much. If you ever need me, send word and I'll be there.
Now, this is a celebration that's more to my liking. Plus, it's good business to get to know some of the other movers and shakers at the Weald. Perhaps I'll even get to make conversation with the Count. I'm sure he'll find me captivating.
Well, this is a fine brouhaha, isn't it?
I find it just sweltering being in the city, don't you? But I suppose I can weather a little discomfort if it means getting the chance to express my gratitude properly. And it seems there are many others who feel the same. The trading post will be operational again in due course. That's one of the reasons I decided to attend this gala. Oh, to honor you, of course, but also to get in a word with the Count. We're still waiting for legionaries to safeguard Leftwheel.
Don't look so surprised, comrade. The people of the Weald know how to throw a celebration. We did good work, but I can't imagine what would have happened without your involvement. So, allow us to sing your praises. You deserve it. Sure, I helped, but I was doing my duty. I serve Count and country. You have no vested interest in Westweald, but still you risked everything to save us. And you figured out how to exile Ithelia. That's impressive from where I'm standing, comrade.
I don't like the way your fellow mortals stare at me. You'd think they'd never seen an emissary of the Great Eye before. So help me, the next one who squeaks in terror will get something that really scares them. Talk to Baragon. He asked first.
I am still attempting to discern the meaning of the wisdom Ithelia shared with me, but Baragon insisted that this celebration go on. I found myself unable to refuse him. I admit that I usually avoid such festivities, but this is pleasant enough. You do realize, Proxy, that the fabric of reality is a metaphor, a way to easily explain a concept that is nigh unexplainable. But to answer your question, yes. We have accomplished what Hermaeus Mora originally asked us to do, and preserved reality. I know she allowed me to briefly see the world the way she does, to gaze upon the many paths. For just a moment, I saw a path where Gadain still existed. It gave me hope. As for what I do with that, I am at a loss. We let Baragon carry out his plan, and we remember what we have accomplished in our time together. We defeated 3 princes, Periite, Vermina, and Ithelia. We saved Necrom. We saved Westweald. We saved Apocrypha. We have done well.
Glenn and I were just talking about you. If you hadn't come to the village, we would never have gone through the rite. And now look at us, assisting the Green Speaker with negotiations. But to be honest, we're still working through what Nantharian's betrayal means to the village. How to reconcile followers of the Dawnway with our Green Pact faithful. May the singer listen. I hope Glenn and I can help with that. Sun and Roots willing, we'll be married before the next crisis comes along. Just as soon as we help the Green Speaker finalize negotiations with the Count. Damn me if it doesn't, Traveler. But I think things just may work out.
I can't believe the Green Speaker selected us to join her in Skingrad. I guess it's because you helped us with our betrothal. Thanks again for that, by the way. Still not sure about a wood elf living in a structure that wasn't grown, though. Not yet. We want to see how the talks between the Green Speaker and the Count work out. Lainey doesn't want our celebration to get lost in the brambles, should relations between Dawnwood and the rest of the Weald take a turn for the worse. Soon, though.
Feldegaard Keep still stands, thanks to you. I'd like to find a way to remove the taint those recollection dogs left in the barracks. Daedric magic is foul, and the stink of Miramor is fouler still. As secure as it can be in this fouled-up world. Oh, there are recollection stragglers to drive off, and Count Calantius needs to finalize diplomatic relations with Vashabar, but we'll be all right. At least as long as the war stays to the east.
Now, this is...
I'm glad you're back, friend. Now that the worst of things is over, I thought a celebration was in order, and Count Calantius agreed. Everyone should know what you did for Westweald. Cracked acorns, what you did for all of reality. Most certainly, but Laramil, Tribune Alea, Scroot, Curate Gadain and I probably wouldn't have accomplished what we did without you as our anchor point. And poor Gadain. I know he was a good friend to you and Laramil. And we'll honor him as well. All of us. We were up against threats I can barely comprehend, and we came out on top. If that isn't cause for celebration, I don't know what is. I still find it hard to believe after all that, Ithelia just surrendered. I've been all across Tamriel, even visited places off the continent, and I've been to Oblivion. But I can't picture what a completely different reality even looks like. I suppose it's sort of like when Alea and I were trapped on the many paths. Right. And we're certain she's really gone? That she can't find a way back and start all this trouble again? What am I saying? Of course we are. Even Hermaeus Mora said so. Still... Once Torvesard forced us all to remember, history changed. That's not something we're just going to forget. It will be interesting to see the ramifications of a new Daedric prince, even if she's no longer here. It will change our views of the past.
Hey, I want to talk to the heroic mortal too. Baragon insisted on holding a celebration, but he refused every one of the suggestions I made. I'll have you know the Ciphers consider me indispensable at all their social functions. Anyway, good work with the relics. The Great Eye is pleased. There was a lot more to it. The exact relics had to be placed precisely, and a spell provided by a Daedric prince had to be cast perfectly at each location. While it will take reality some time to totally recover, existence is no longer in peril. Oh, totally. They completely expelled every bit of Daedric energy contained within them to restore reality. Now they really are just a lamp, a map, and a sword. Well, not quite. While Hermaeus Mora appreciates everything you've done as Fate's Chosen, he told me he wants to speak to you one last time. Whenever is convenient, of course. So mingle, talk to your allies, then look for my master's portal. Not permanently, I don't think. Probably just wants to reward you. The Great Eye knows how much you mortals appreciate shiny objects. But to be safe, I suggest you talk to all your allies first. Last farewells and all that. Mortal, Hermaeus Mora demands an audience when you finish talking to your allies. This portal will take you to him.
When you are ready, I shall accompany you, Proxy.
I suggest you speak to whoever you wish before entering the portal, just in the unlikely event that you never return.
Hermaeus Mora wants to speak with you. I hope that doesn't mean there's another reality-ending threat to deal with. No, of course not. Probably just wants to thank you. But don't take too long. I rehearse my speech and everything. I've been all across Tamriel.
Don't look so surprised, comrade. The people of the Weald know how...
After you, Proxy. In addition to hearing what Hermaeus Mora has to say, I wish to ask him about what Ithelia showed me. If there is a way to restore Curate Gadain, the one who knows should be able to tell me.
Take the portal when you're ready, mortal. Hermaeus Mora awaits you. Not permanently.
Allow me to talk to Hermaeus Mora first, Proxy.
Laramil, I summoned Fate's Chosen. Why are you here?
Pardon the impertinence, but we have done everything you asked. Now I have a request, Prince of Fate. Help me understand what Ithelia showed me.
The many paths. You seek the return of the mortal, Gadain. It is within my power to do this for a loyal servant, but there will be a cost. It is done. One day, Laramil, you who are called the Wise, I shall claim my due for this little boon. Be prepared to pay the cost at that time.
I understand, and I accept.
Now, leave us. Chosen of Fate, approach. We will have words. Know that you have done everything I asked of you, and more, Chosen. You far exceeded my considerable expectations. Now, with reality preserved and set right, we have one last matter to deal with. Ithelia, the Prince of Paths, has been exiled from this reality, never to return. Now, I must once more remove her from memory. For the sake of existence, she must once more be forgotten. Not everything. Everyone will remember that the mortal realm was threatened, and that you saved them. What they will not remember is Ithelia. Miramore will be one more abandoned oblivion plane, and the name Ithelia will mean nothing. No. Consider that my parting gift to you. You and I shall remember Ithelia and her scions, the glory of Miramore, a reality that could have been. Now the contract between us is concluded. Return to your world with the thanks of the one who knows. Despite our vast differences, we do share one trait: curiosity. Very well. Ask your questions, and pray that my answers do not shatter your mortal mind. A hint of insolence lurks in that query. Are you convinced two Daedric princes to change course? Do you doubt your own convictions? No matter. Ithelia has gone to a reality where she has no power, and you destroyed the only path between here and there. I am Daedra, the one who knows. I see infinite possibilities arrayed before me, but not necessarily the final path. In you, I saw potential, but I could not determine how that potential would be realized. That is your power, mortal. Use it wisely. Miramore and its denizens shall be known from this point forth. But who they were and who they served will remain a mystery. Now, they are masterless, their plane a shattered ruin. Any that remain in your world will be dealt with or depart in time. No. Even if you try to remind them, they will not remember Ithelia. They cannot remember. You have proven yourself capable and worthy of my confidence. You, and you alone, shall remember. Let my word go forth. Purge Ithelia from every mind in our shared reality. Now, and for eternity. No glyphics, no repressed memories, just you and I, as the last witnesses to the existence of the Prince of Paths. We were bound by this threat to reality. Now, we share this final secret. Farewell, mortal.
Gadain, the one who knows spoke true.
Laramil? Friend? What's going on? The last thing I remember, friend, we were exploring an Ayleid ruin, looking for something to stop. The more I try to remember, the less I can recall. What happened to me, my friend? I did what now? I fell into a pit of some sort? And Hermaeus Mora brought... No matter. Since this seems to be a celebration, I take it we accomplished whatever it was we were up to in that ruin. Well, that's good. I knew we could do it. Never doubted it for an instant. I'm glad we won, my friend. And that we're all here to celebrate our victory. I see Laramil over there. You should go and talk to her. I'll join you in a moment.
Friend, I'd like to say a few words about what we accomplished.
One more moment, Paragon. I need to speak with our friend first. I knew you were special the moment I met you, Proxy. No, you are Proxy no more. You are just my friend. We stopped Vermina and Periite, defeated Torvesard, saved Necrom and West Weald. But I feel there was something else. Something important. Do not tease me with nonsense words, friend. I am just grateful that Gadain has been returned to us, and that the one who knows has given me one more reward to bestow upon you. Now let us allow Baragon to make his speech and celebrate our success. Our journey has reached a suitable conclusion, friend. A long rest is in order for all of us. Perhaps I can convince Curate Gadain to join me in exploring Apocrypha. I would like that. As for you and me, thank you for everything. I am not sure what you mean. I remember our adventures quite clearly. We saved Nirn and Apocrypha from rogue Dremora and a revived Iliad cult. And do not fear. I shall never forget that we accomplished all that primarily due to your actions. I believe some rest and relaxation are in order. I hope to take Curate Gadain away so we can get to know each other better. The Spear and Tarn can be quite lovely when the tome shells are migrating. A question I had not considered. But the paths I saw were possibilities, not other realities. I asked Mora to return my Gadain. I must believe that he did as I requested. In the end, does it really matter? Gadain has returned, and I am relieved. I should be thanking you. You were Fate's chosen. I was merely along to guide you on your path. But what did you call it? A vacation? I am not sure I have ever had one of those before. Perhaps our paths shall cross again, friend. I hope so.
Everyone, your attention please. Let's celebrate not only our victories, but the heroic actions of our friend here. They defeated the rogue Dremora, Vargas and Torvesard, took down Nantharion, the false king. They saved Westweald, maybe the entire world. So raise a glass and shout a cheer. Thank you, my friend, for always doing what you do best.
I can't believe we did it. We saved... I can't believe we did it. We saved...
It was an honor to work by your side, my friend. Thank you for helping me stop the recollection and save Westweald, and everything else we wound up saving in the process. I'm just glad I got to throw this little celebration before you departed. You inspired me, friend. Put the adventuring bug back in my bonnet. I'll help deal with any remaining Daedra and Recollection forces in Westweald. Assist with the Vashabar negotiations. After that, I'm sure I can find something else exciting. Wood Elves love their epithets. You've seen me use daggers. Someone called me that once and it stuck. At least until I retired and became a scribe. In fact, because of all the stories she heard growing up, Everly took the name Sharp Arrow to honor me.
Apocrypha is saved, reality preserved, and the threads of fate are untangled. Thanks to you. I never imagined mortals could be so... capable.
Don't look so surprised, comrade. The people of the Weald know how to throw a celebration. We did good work, but I can't imagine what would have happened without your involvement. So, allow us to sing your praises. You deserve it. Daedric? Oh, of course I remember. Torvesard and Vargas, the rogue Dremora working with the Recollection. But we took care of them, comrade. We're celebrating our victory. Those vile creatures should be the last thing on our minds. What I always do. My duty. My service to the Legion and Count Calantius never ends. And Westweald still needs a protector. You were a great help, comrade. Indispensable. But I'll rebuild my cohort and we'll take it from here.
What? I was resting. Besides, you got along fine without me. I'm awake and materialized now because I never could resist a good celebration. That includes... What? I was resting. Besides, you got along fine without me. I'm awake and materialized now because I never could resist a good celebration. That includes not a single other Telvanni who was out to get me.